Welcome to Almost D&D, the tabletop role-playing podcast where 1, 2, 3, 4 of my best friends hang out in my basement and attempt to play Dungeons & Dragons. Most of the time, but not tonight. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Devin Allard. Rotating clockwise around this large and egregiously sized table we have.
I'm Rob. I'll be playing Splunky.
I'm Chris, and I'm playing Vincent Hart.
I'm Leigh-Ann. I'm playing Dr. Billenbaum.
And I'm Jeff. I will be your DM for this evening.
And I'm Devin, playing James Mackleton.
This episode sponsored by our friends over at Misty Mountain Gaming. That's right. Listeners and friends, we would like to introduce you to Misty Mountain Gaming. They are fantastic. They are a purveyor of dice sets, dice accessories, gaming mats, and more. They also offer incredible leather bags to neatly tote all your gaming gear from one session to another. While you're there, be sure to enter the promo code ALMOSTD10 for 10% off your purchase from Misty Mountain Gaming. That's once again almost D&D lowercase. I'm sorry, almost D&D 10 lowercase for 10% off your purchase.
That's right. And our other sponsor of the evening is Fantasy Sense. Fantasy Sense is a candle making company. They make all sorts of D&D based candles. Tonight we are sniffing the lovely scent of Dungeon. Now, it smells a lot better than it sounds. And one of the best things, my favorite part about it, is there's a hidden D20 in every candle that you get. You can go to our link tree, you can check out our promo code, and you can get 10% off of your candly purchases.
All right, you guys ready to play some D&D? Ladies and gentlemen, for our listeners who don't know, this is our second annual Halloween D&D one-shot. Our characters are, our cast has all created characters. I've given them some prompts. And they've kind of gone and run with it. So we hope you guys enjoy. The setting is in old Victorian London. So without further ado, we'll get into kind of what's going on, and then we'll introduce everybody. Welcome to Victorian London, a city where cobblestone streets echo with the clatter of horse-drawn carriages, gas lamps flicker in the fog, and shadows hold more than just the night. The year is 1893, but this is no ordinary London. Here, the lines between magic and science blur, and the realm of men is shaped by forces beyond their comprehension. Steam-powered machines share the streets with sorcerers, and alchemists conduct experiments in backroom apothecaries. In the heart of this metropolis, ancient magic clashes with modern ingenuity. A string of disappearances, gruesome attacks, and mysterious arcane events has the public masses living in fear. Scared to go out at night, scared to send their children to school, scared to turn the next corner for fear of the unknown. To ease the people's fear, a new piece of legislation has been put forth banning all supernatural activities within the walls of London. Set for a vote in the halls of Parliament for the morning after next, the fate of the supernatural races and perhaps London itself hangs in the balance. Lines of good and evil will blur as a struggle for control takes hold of the city. This Halloween, you and your fellow adventurers will be drawn into the city's darkest mysteries. Figures from familiar tales and legends make their presence known, each harboring their own secrets and agendas. Prepare to face what lurks in the dark, for the shadows in this city are deep, and not all will survive. Without further ado, each of you, we'll do a little bit of a spoiler alert. Each of you is playing characters from famous and very well-known, like, monster universe people, right? So you'll get some themes there, listeners. You have all each received mysterious letters from one Professor James Moriarty, each of them saying something different and whatnot based on your character. But each of those has brought you to London, which is why you're all here. Upon arriving in London, I'm not sure what you all would be doing, or if you're doing whatever you want to do. But very quickly, you are found out by couriers, each one of you, and another separate letter is placed into your hands. This one you all open up at your own speed and read, and it is very polite and quickly drawn words. I humbly request your presence as quickly as possible. It is a matter of life and death. Please join me at 221B Baker Street immediately. Yours truly, Sherlock Holmes. So I will give each of you a chance to say, do you go there immediately? Do you do something else in London for a little while? And we don't have to go, make it a big thing, but just take this time to introduce your characters of what you look like and whatnot, and how you arrive at 221B Baker Street. And we'll start with.
So James Mackleton is a young lad, dirty blonde hair, cut short, really tall and lanky. He's probably like 6 foot, 6'1", probably 100 pounds. Like, there's nothing to him. If the wind blows really strongly it's going to knock him over. He thinks he's tough as shit, though. He thinks he can beat the shit out of anyone, and he's been in a ton of fights, and he's always lost, but he's still tough as nails. Like, not that he thinks he's tough as nails, like he always gets the shit kicked out of him, but he always gets back up to fight some more. So he sees the letter from Mr. Holmes, and he thinks to himself, yeah, like, this is a matter of life and death. Like, it's go time. Like, someone needs me. Like, yeah, I can do this. I'm gonna help. We're gonna go there. We're gonna get this shit done. So James he goes by Jimmy, but yeah, he's
Jimmy. Okay.
Jimmy, yeah. So he's walking down the street and he's shadow boxing, kind of like, you know.
I'm getting a big like New Jersey vibe from Jimmy.
Kind of,
right
yeah. Like, you know how like in Rocky when he just walks and punches.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's like, yeah.
You're definitely so as you're walking in like old Victorian London, right? So this is good scene setting. People are a little bit jittery right now, right? I mean, a lot of weird stuff has been happening, and the common folk, the non-magic, non-fantasy people, NPCs, if you will. But there's other magical NPCs. They all know about each other, and they live very peacefully for a long time, right, in this Victorian London. And it's just now, a lot of this stuff is happening to cause this like rise in fear. So as you walk down the street and you're just punching air, people are like actively spreading away from you.
He thinks it's respect.
Okay,
I know.
They're wigged out.
Yeah, they're wigged out. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a little bit of fear and a lot of like, I don't know if this guy's crazy or not, but that's what's going on there.
Yeah, but he's taking it as a good sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question about him? Are you a human?
Yes. Sorry, I am a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A human.
Are we telling class too or no?
You can't. Yeah. Sure. For the listeners, let
Okay.
them know. So this is good for. I'm glad Devin's
this is
starting.
good. Yeah. So I'm. Jeff was gracious enough to say, "Why don't you all create level 9 characters?" So I said, "Okay." So Jimmy Mackleton is a level 1 barbarian. He's a level 2 fighter, level 2 monk, level 2 rogue, level 1 sorcerer, and level 1 warlock.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
He texts me and he goes, "Can I multi-class?"
And the response
Sure.
from Jeff was,
Do whatever
"You
you
can
want."
do whatever you want." So
I've done it to myself.
You said okay.
It's
Yep.
fine.
Wow.
That's what Halloween one shots are for, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Jimmy, thank you for the intro. You boxed your way down the streets of Victorian London, following the River Thames all the way to 221B Baker Street.
Oh my God.
Splunky.
All right, so Splunky, I am a hill dwarf. I'm middle aged, so I'd say in your 50s. Very look like I've seen some things. Very rugged, typical what you think about a dwarf. I've got very dark hair, like dark brown, almost black hair, braided, big old braided beard, and very broad. And he is. I don't want to give too much away, but he's very nice, and he's trying to do right things. But he's not always doing the right thing. But he's trying. He's got a good heart, and he's trying really hard. And I am a barbarian. I just picked one class.
I appreciate that.
I feel like
Why?
I feel like I should have picked like 6 or 7.
Right,
but
you could have.
but I just did one.
It's your game.
Yep. So I'm just a barbarian.
All right, Splunky, how are you? What are you doing in London? Are you going straight to 221B Baker Street?
Yes.
Not
So-
what are you doing? Don't tell me what you're doing in London
Yeah.
unless you want to. But
Yeah, so Splunky is he's on his way. He's gotten the note and he says this is where I need to go. In the meantime, also walking around London, almost like he's perusing for something. Going in and out of these shops and looking around. Doesn't look like in too much of a hurry, but you can tell that like he's not going directly there. Sort of in and out and just wandering his way through.
gotcha.
Yeah.
The vibes for you much different than Jimmy. Like people are a little standoffish because you're a fantasy creature, but not wicked fantasy creature, right?
Yeah.
They don't know that right off the top.
Like a high elf or
looking.
something.
Yeah, I mean you don't have pointy ears, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a little bit racist, but whatever.
Hey, D&D.
You're A-okay. People in London are they're not walking up shaking your hand, but they're not shying away from you either. So,
Vincent Hart. I am a level 9. I am a blood hunter. I am a human blood hunter, so I am average 6 foot height, medium body built, with black hair and a black beard, dressed in all black except for a blood red color undershirt with under my leather armor. He's covered from head to toe in black, so he doesn't show any skin. His noticeable look is the open crowned hat he wears, like an Undertaker would wear. So, and he is just arriving in London after being sent to London for a different reason. And he decided he got an escort with a horse-drawn buggy, like almost like a taxi.
Yep.
Talking to the guy because he knows about the situation that's been going on here. He was kind of skeevy about coming, but he asked the guy, questioning him a little bit. And basically the guy's, that's what he finds out. There's this meeting, and the guy brings him to 221 Baker Street. He just, he gets out, and he has like a, like a black like leather cape.
Oh, yeah.
And as he steps out, he like kind of like flaps over as he get out and steps out. And he just looks around, and because he has no idea where to start for what his purpose in London was.
Gotcha.
So
I wish you hadn't said Undertaker because now it's all I can picture.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but that's the
all I
hat.
can
That's the
picture.
hat.
I
don't know what the hat's
No.
called. So
It's
yeah, the
just a
maybe
WWE
the wrestling
Undertaker.
guy. Yeah,
That's all I can picture
yeah.
is the Undertaker.
It's like,
now.
is that a cowboy hat? Not really. So
People are little as you step out of that carriage. People are standoffish, but it's for a much different reason. You just look like you don't want to be fucked with. Like people are like, I don't know that guy, and I don't want to know that guy, right? You look a
It's a
little
theme in D&D
You look
for
a
me.
little intimidating.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the all black and everything.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vincent.
You can call me Dr. B.
Dr. B. What do you want to be called? Dr. Billenbaum?
You can call me Dr. B.
Dr. B.
Yep. So Dr. B is a human. She's a level 5 wizard, level 4 artificer. She looks like a mad scientist. So she's got reddish, dark brown hair, and it's really curly, and it's poofing out, maybe like she just got electrocuted. Like, it does not look like she has touched her hair in about 5 years. And she's got really big glasses, and she is wearing a little hat, and she's wearing like kind of professor-ish clothes. Like, she looks kind of like all business, but also, you know, she looks cool. Like, she looks cool.
In a
but
crazy way.
Huh?
In a crazy
Yeah,
way.
exactly. She got to London a little early today and is kind of frantically looking around, and like she's got places to be. So when she gets this letter, she's annoyed, but she is going to go. Like, she's going to head that direction. She's just going to not rush there. Like, she's kind of on a mission herself.
Gotcha.
So she's going, but she's not happy about it, and she is going to like do her thing on her way there where she's looking.
You're the person, like, as you are like walking around London, you're the person that like little kids with their mom are like pointing at you and like, look at the crazy person, mom, and the mom's like, shh, honey, no.
And I'm kind of jumpy a little bit too, like, yeah.
Like you're getting zapped every
Yeah.
Jimmy the Human Multiclass, Splunky the Dwarf, love that. So you all arrive at 221 B Baker Street. We're gonna say, you know, different intervals. You get there when you get there. As you get there, a very kindly, grandmotherly looking elderly woman answers the door and, oh, yes, we've been expecting you. Come on in, each one of you. And she leads you up through a very narrow hallway, up one flight of stairs. And, you know, can I get you anything? And, you know, whatever beverage you guys want, she'll bring you, whether it be, you know, she prefers if everyone drinks tea because it's still a little early in the morning, but if you go for something harder, she'll
Whiskey.
Sherry.
she'll do it. Yep. So she gets everything. You no word from the infamous Mr. Holmes yet or anything like that. You do continuously hear gunshots coming up from upstairs.
Yeah.
And eventually, all the four of you are all in this like almost like a waiting room together. So sorry, before Mr. Holmes enters and we really kick this thing off. First impressions of everyone. Does anyone does anyone like have conversations they want to have, like role play a little bit, or do you guys are like looking at each other like I don't want to talk and we're just gonna keep going?
Sup.
All right, so sorry, we're in the who
It's
else?
just you four. Like
it's just us.
You guys. Mr. Holmes has summoned you, and then like kind of like an asshole, he's just like making you wait in this waiting room for everybody to get here.
So wow.
And you're like continuously hearing like pop every now and then like a gunshot.
Before I go into the room with everyone, I say sup. I'm gonna ask them the old lady. Hey, I was summoned here by Mr. Holmes.
Oh yes, dearie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm James Mackleton.
Oh, James, it's a lovely name.
Mackleton.
I'm sure that's how they spell it back in your house. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So you got it.
I got it. I will remember
Good.
the name.
All right. Good.
Okay.
All right.
Can I get you anything else, dearie?
Just whiskey.
Okay. It's a little early for my taste, but I'll go on. And you see as she like walks out, and she like definitely has like this little flask. Like she takes a pop too.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's a little. She's like judgmental, but also she's popping it off.
A little early for you. Not for me.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Anyone else?
Yeah, well, yeah, I want to walk in. So I want to like open the door and not subtly, loudly bust in, right? It's just and is it safe? Can I say you guys are already in there? Can I be the
I
last
am.
in? Is that
Yeah.
fair?
Yeah.
Are you guys in too?
Yeah.
So I walk in and I look around. Apparently everyone else rolled a human. I'm the only one that didn't. Like what? So I look up at everyone, and I have a great axe. So I'm constantly wielding my great axe. It's either on my back or I'm holding it. I'm walking around with my great axe, and I look over, and I can see. What is your name? Jimmy. Jimmy. So I walk up.
Mackleton. Mackleton.
Yeah. So I walk up to you. I look up. And then I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna look over at Vincent, and I'm gonna say, "What are you doing here?"
I'm gonna look at you and be like, they told me London was a forsaken place. Ugh. And I'm just gonna sit down, but I'm gonna sit down my cape open so you can see my flintlock pistol glistening in the light.
Okay.
So and then that's all I say. I just sit down and just kind of wait to see who's coming to talk.
I'm gonna nudge Mrs. B. Is Miss B? Mrs. B?
Dr. B.
Dr. B? Sorry. So sorry. I'm going to nudge Dr. B and say, he's packing.
Dr. B just jumps a little bit. Excuse me?
He's got a heater on him.
What are you talking about? I don't have time for this.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
She's pacing around.
I'm gonna
So I cover it up now that he's like mentioned it. Like, whoops! Like my robe will open too much.
So as you do that, I'm going to extend and Splunky, you can tell he's not afraid of anyone, and he's fairly friendly. I extend my my arm out to shake hands. I say, "My name is Splunky."
I will actually be polite and shake your hand and say, Vincent Hart.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Vincent.
Nice to meet you. Yep. Mm-hmm. So,
what's up? My name is. I'm just gonna walk.
I've heard.
Yeah,
Jimmy,
but hey,
and I know how to spell your
Jimmy,
last name. You don't have to tell me. So please don't.
M-A-C-K.
Let's not.
Leton.
You seem intelligent, at least.
Excuse me. Was I talking to you?
No, I guess not. Jeez.
Whoa.
See,
this is gonna be a rough crowd.
try to be
I
friendly.
don't think so bad. I think it's gonna be good.
Okay.
It's around that time that you guys are all doing like some weird introductions that a shorter, stouter fellow walks in with kind of a no nonsense business attitude, but still a friendly face nonetheless. Walks in and someone that is used to being around kind of intimidating people. He looks at each one of you in the eye and takes his time and he says, "My name is Dr. Watson. Thank you all for coming so quickly. Please follow me. Mr. Holmes is right upstairs." And he turns very briskly and walks upstairs. Do you guys follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
You guys head up. You walk up to their flat, and the first thing that as you guys fill in the room, the first thing you see is you're drawn to this rather tall, lean fellow with a pipe, no hat or anything on. His hair's kind of a little bit wacky, but he is walking around and he's got this pistol and he keeps waving it around kind of frantically, and he's walking back and forth and he's mumbling and he's pacing, and you can't tell what he's making out, but it's his train of thought is kind of everywhere. And his eyes will close every now and then, and he'll stop, and then he'll keep pacing, and like in one fluid motion, as you guys like all and stop and take him in, he whips around the pistol and like points it, but like super quick. Like it's you never want to obviously point a loaded gun at someone who you don't want to completely destroy. He like is not even thinking about it. He just swipes it and almost turns around backwards and pops one into the wall. And behind him, you can see the words spelled out with bullet holes, "God save the Queen," there. And then he finally, after doing that, kind of opens his eyes and notices that you guys are all here. Brilliant chaps. I'm so glad you guys came so quickly. Please have a seat. Has Mrs. Hudson done her duties and offered you whatever libations?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you,
did.
Mac.
Jimmy?
Mac, it is.
Mackleton.
Thank you. So, I'm sure you're all wondering why I brought you here. My sources tell me that you have all been in contact with a what I believe to be the most dangerous man alive. Well, second if you include me, but dangerous nonetheless.
Well, maybe like the third then.
Professor James Moriarty.
Yeah.
Have you seen my axe?
I
That thing's sick, dude.
have seen your axe. Thank you very much. It's a lovely axe. The point I'm trying to make here is that I believe your lives are all in danger, and I'm here to save them.
What gives you cause to say that?
Well,
What do you know?
I know
You just said
many
it.
things. You'd have to be a little bit more specific. What I know is that the city is in turmoil, and I know that Professor Moriarty has his hands in it. I also know that each of you have your quirks shall we say? And I don't want to get too personal, but I keep tabs on everything, and it's my job to know everything. And I know that each of you have some sort of connection to the supernatural, the arcane, the occult. You live in a fantasy world, if you will. And it is not such a safe time for people of such nature to be in London, is what I know. And at that, he will whisk around, he'll walk 2 steps back, and he'll open up kind of a door, and on it is this empty table. And he'll walk and he'll say, please, come with me. And he'll stand beside the table, and he'll ask each of you, he'll just look at each of you, tell me what you see.
It's an empty table there.
Brilliant.
He's right. It's just a table.
Brilliant.
It's not really brilliant.
Anything over here?
I'm just gonna watch everyone else saying there's nothing and just be
Well,
quiet.
come on, so you gotta answer him.
Can I roll something or no?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, 'cause,
Yeah. Roll an investigation check.
Yeah. 21.
21. A 21 is fantastic. A 21, you notice that the table, although it looks empty, the light is like warped. Like as you look closer, the light is like it's almost passing through something, or something is reflecting it or whatnot. And you realize as you kind of look 21 is great. You look, there is essentially the outline of a man on the table, like laying on the table. So almost like, if you will, the invisible man is laying there on the table.
Excuse me, sir. Is there somebody on this table?
No.
Signs of intelligent life, after all. Very good, my dear Dr. B. Very good indeed. This, you may call him a colleague or an acquaintance or whatever, someone who walked in your circles, someone who I also took the time to warn as they came into London, and unfortunately did not heed my warning, and now he has ended up here on my table.
Where?
Give me just a moment.
All right.
I've been working on a way. It is quite difficult. It's what I've been pacing around here, trying to figure out how to investigate the invisible. Thoughts?
No.
Just as I suspected.
Trying to think. If I roll a stone
Don't hurt yourself.
with about 20 sides on it.
If you'd like to leave it to chance, then by all means, my good man. What are you trying to do?
Well,
are you trying to figure
You
out
asked how we can investigate an invisible man on.
So you're just rolling a straight intelligence check to see if you're smart to figure out how to investigate it.
Yeah.
Why don't you do a let's do a medicine check and see if you can figure out.
Medicine.
You could do either medicine or investigation.
It's a 9.
Okay.
Either way.
You have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
How to investigate.
I just shrug at him.
Okay. Turns out the stone is not stronger than the mind. Anything over? I know strong silent type.
Not stronger than me, though.
I'm gonna just walk up to the desk and put my hand out to touch.
Perfect. Okay.
So
Yep. So go ahead and roll an investigation check. Straight investigation.
18.
Okay. Well, great. Signs of intelligent life. I love it. Hands on. It's a hands-on man there. As you run your hand over the body, careful not to touch any of the private parts. You actually, you feel the bare skin
Penis.
of a man.
Oh.
Somebody. Oh boy! Should have honestly. When I was planning this out, that did not occur to me until just now.
Well, it
that
happened.
someone was going to walk up and stick their hand on this guy's dick.
That was a rookie mistake.
First thing you get is the invisible man is unfortunately dead. The second thing you get is as you run your hands, and you're probably pretty familiar with most types of wounds. You get there are slashes of. But they're not knives. They're like made from like claws almost. You also get that on the invisible man there are puncture marks from needles. It wouldn't be like from teeth or anything. From like an injection almost. The other thing you're gonna get, because as you feel out the body, there's like something attached to it, like at the base of his neck. And excuse me, you would pull that off, I think, and hold that out, and Sherlock would quickly come over and snatch it out of your hand. Intriguing. And then he would kind of walk away, get lost in his own thought. That's what you're going to get. What do you do for that?
I'm gonna say, it looks like someone has been, dare I say, worked on.
Who?
I ignore that and just talk to Sherlock.
Yes, indeed.
Because
indeed.
I'm just looking for
It
this
appears
puzzle
some
puzzling.
large animal, perhaps, or something has definitely done this poor gentleman.
Definitely,
in,
but
but
it looks like there's some possibly human
Yes.
sightings of, dare I say, torture.
medical or torture, or yes, and intriguing.
Slow. It looks like it
hypothesis.
was a troubling, slow,
Intriguing.
painful way to be
He
decapacitated.
definitely, I would concur. Brilliant deduction. I don't
Did
believe
you say
he went
decapacitated?
silently in the night. No, he's
Is this man decapitated?
no, he's
What guy?
what?
Did
I
he say-
think it's
He's got his-
incapacitated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did I say decapitated?
No, I did. Okay. That's what I
didn't-
meant.
So I didn't like. That might be like the English.
And so I'm gonna
Yes,
put, I'm gonna
I'm
try and,
English is not my first language,
No.
I'm gonna try and put my arm around both of them and say,
which is weird because you're short.
Yeah, it's just
yeah, it's like way up here, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I feel like
I
we're.
step away from you so your arm falls.
So then I just look over at Jimmy. I feel like we're bonding.
yeah. Be this guy. He fucking gets it.
Yeah, we really get each other.
Why?
This is you are the strangest people I think I've had in my house before.
Very
How
unnatural.
about you, Doctor? Anything?
I haven't heard enough to jump to any conclusions.
Quite right indeed. Any investigation you'd like to do, or touching and feeling of the body? I don't know how you are. Are you
What?
hands-on?
I can be hands-on when
What kind of
required.
doctor are you?
I'll
A
take
handsy
By all
one,
means.
dude. She
I'll
just
take a
said
look.
it.
Educate me.
I'll take a look. All right, so I'm gonna go do the same thing.
All right. Roll and another investigation.
10.
Okay. Slightly better than a 9, but only just.
All right. Jimmy's gonna fucking. He's done. He's sick of it. He's like, all right, what are you guys touching? Okay, and he finally rolls and investigates. It's a 4
Okay.
plus. It doesn't matter.
So you
I'm like
you walk
touching.
up, you put your hand on Dr. B's hand.
Yeah.
You're like, and that's like,
There's nothing. It's just
you
your
still
head.
don't think
I
anything's
don't-
there. You're like, I'm just resting.
What
my
the
hand on
fuck are you guys trying to touch on this table?
Dr. B, you get, as you put your hand down, you don't really get a whole lot. Like, you can't get any other information. You when your hand comes away, though, the dirt that was invisible on it when it was connected to the invisible man is now kind of there, and you have like some soot and dirt and mud essentially on your hands. Sherlock quickly comes over and takes like a scraper and puts it in a vial. Interesting indeed. Interesting.
me.
Data. Yes, I'm sorry. It's a habit of mine. Also, not a habit of me to apologize. So take that to the bank. It's worth quite something. And he quickly goes, give me just a moment. And he's got his stuff.
Take
and
your time,
beakers,
Dad.
bloop, bloop, bloop,
You
bloop.
got a lot of shit. in there.
I pull out my pistol and I start spinning it.
Oh,
And
so
then-
as you do that, Dr. Watson, who you didn't realize had never really left the room, he kind of walks up behind you. And it's not like in a menacing way. It's just like he just lets you know his presence is there, right? And he's just, because he sees an armed weapon, he's just letting.
So and then
just letting
I
you
spin, and then as Sherlock is mumbling and pondering, I just look at the wording on the wall, and then I just go bang, and I just go, "Your lack of punctuation bothered me."
I love that.
So I just put a period at the end of "God Save the Queen."
So
and then I put my gun away. See, it's fine.
That
Sure-
was cool as shit.
Sherlock didn't even register it.
Yeah.
John,
He's got tonight
because he's gonna
from
be like,
shooting a
yeah.
fucking gun. in a
John,
closed room.
Dr. Watson, however, he gets this little smirk and turns away from you. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed it because Sherlock Holmes definitely missed the punctuation, and you found something that he missed, and he likes it when Sherlock Holmes is wrong every now and then. Perfect. So Sherlock Holmes bursts back in, and he's holding this the whatever contraption was attached to his back, and he's holding this beaker. It appears that the soil sample was taken down near the wharf, the docks near the London Bridge, if you were, along the River Thames. Very, very interesting. Perhaps, gentlemen and doctor, perhaps you would be interested in getting more data for me so we can perhaps save your lives and any more, and he'll tap the apparently nothing on the table, and anyone else like him, making sure that doesn't happen. Would you be willing to go down to the docks and see if there's any clues? Dr. Watson and I have another engagement, shall we say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one for finding clues, but if you need to mess someone up, I'm your guy.
Well,
you know?
You never know. London is
Yeah.
a scary place
It
these
is.
days.
Well, I mean, I'm not really scared.
So you've
of
got
it.
the muscle.
Yeah.
You've got the brains.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of anything.
This guy's not scared of
And you've
shit.
got the heart. You've got it all. So I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Let's fucking go.
Once you're done there, tap John, you have it. And John, like as he sees Sherlock doing that, will come up and like hold out, and he'll hold out this sending stone, and he'll give it to. He's just gonna hold it out, kind of to. Actually, he's gonna hold it out to you because you just did something he enjoyed.
I'm gonna try taking it though. Like it's super awkward.
Do you want to stop him from taking it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and slap his hand away.
Okay. Let's do a sleight of hand against the sleight of hand.
Uh-oh.
I got a 5.
Oh, I got 22.
Ah.
Who's the Ronin? Yeah, so he takes the sending stone. Sherlock, great, it's settled. Please message us back with any information or any updates. And shall we meet back here, say, a little after dinner for a nightcap, and we'll reconvene.
Yeah, man.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I'm down. I'll see you around.
It has
He,
been my
he
pleasure.
Goes for a pound it.
And he'll, Sherlock Holmes will go, John, and John will, Sherlock will walk by you, and John will pound your fist bump and keep walking
I got
on.
you, hubby.
So Sherlock and Dr. Watson leave. They don't even look to see kind of what you guys are doing. Mrs. Hudson comes running back up. Oh, dearie, they left without saying goodbye. Those boys. Do you need anything before you head out? A biscuit or?
So I'm still holding the sending stone, and I'm just kind of looking at it, close my fist, and I just go, goodbye. And I had to leave.
Okay.
Does Holmesy have any gut?
Oh, Holmesy, that's good.
Yeah. Does he have any extra guns?
Oh, I don't like guns in the house, so I don't think so.
Well, he's got one.
Well, for now, give old Mrs. Hudson a few days, and that'll be mine.
Okay, but can I have it when you done with it?
Well, he's got. You mean you want a gun?
Yeah. Yeah, I want a gun.
All right, hold, just hold.
Got you. All right, I'll stay.
Are you doing
Did
something
they do
for Mr.
background
Holmes?
checks
Yeah.
back then?
So she'll go. She's like, I can't believe I never do this. she goes to the kitchen and right under the oven, the warming drawer. She pulls
Yeah.
that out, and there's like the biggest pistol you've ever seen.
Yes.
She's just kind of
Jimmy's jaw's gonna drop,
giant
like-
ass pistol. So
Yeah.
she's like, I don't allow guns, and she just pulls out this big ass pistol. Take it, but I would like it back, cleaned and in working order, please, when you're done.
You got it.
Excellent,
Mrs.
Hudson.
H.
I quite like that too. You may be my favorite.
I got that.
Jimmy,
a lot.
you are a charmer.
As Jimmy tries to charm, you can see me in the background, and I'm looking around, and I'm sort of big, like just this doofy dwarf that thinks he's subtle, not subtle, and I'm just sort of looking around and not really rummaging, but definitely looking through things. Probably shouldn't be, right? Just kind of looking through shelves and looking around.
So, are you trying to be stealthy or?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll a stealth check first.
Yeah. 13.
Okay. Mrs. Hudson will roll. Mrs. Hudson doesn't see you.
Okay. Cool.
So, are you looking around in Mr. Holmes's stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. Ooh, I am investigating so hard right now. 18.
Okay, 18. As you kind of open drawers and whatnot, and you kind of this not panicky, but this stumbly, no rhyme or reason, looking at things, and you're turning. You eventually turn and you open up this wall, cupboard almost. It looks like a medicine cabinet almost. And you open it up and it folds out. And there is, if anyone ever seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
There's, the Charlie meme where he's got all the red strings
Yes.
and whatever?
Yes.
You find that and it looks like a crazy, it would take someone of extreme, either someone who is insane or someone who is extremely intelligent to follow all the connections.
Am I able to follow it?
Roll an intelligence check.
It's a 2.
Okay. You have
I go cross-eyed.
you have no fucking clue what
Psychic damage.
Yeah, you don't know. You have a headache. You immediately get a migraine. You don't know what it's all saying. You do get a couple of things though. And someone of your background, may or may not know what all this is. There's pictures. There's old-timey photographs, with the. There is a picture of a mummy wrapped, and there's side by side pictures. So there's a picture of a mummy wrapped, and there's a picture of the mummy lying on the same table that the Invisible Man was on, and there's a piece of cloth.
Okay.
There's a picture of what looks like almost like ooze, and once again, it's like almost alive at one point, and then there's a picture of it dead. There's a picture of half a dozen other magical beings, essentially, and like monsters that are alive at one point and then gone and then dead. There's a picture of like a Frankenstein's monster, if you will.
Okay.
Alive, no picture of it dead. There is a picture of a tall, lean, dark figure with long kind of black hair and a cloak, alive, not dead. There's, once again, a couple of things. And then in the center of it, there's a older gentleman, kind of a longish white beard, a medium-trimmed white beard. He looks very much like a professor, kind of chalk. He's wearing a black cloak, got chalk stains on it, and everything is kind of encircled around him. Other pictures you would see, there's Queen Victoria, there's the Parliament House, the Tower of London. So it's all kind of all over the place.
Wow.
But you're definitely getting a lot of images as you open this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to look around as well.
Do you want Mrs. Hudson to know or not? Because Mrs. Hudson doesn't know that he's doing it. She's eyeballing Jimmy over here.
Yeah, she is.
She went to get her pistol.
How could you die?
Yeah. I think I don't really care. I think I'm kind of like, I'm a little stressed. But I want to know. I don't like the way that Sherlock left,
Okay.
and I don't like how cagey he was, and I think that he might know more, so I want to know what he knows.
Roll an investigation check. 6. You're not going to get anything. I think when you turn around, you kind of, as a doctor, you kind of head towards the medical, and you kind of head back towards the Invisible Man and whatnot. He's all over the place, right? There's stuff that you've never even heard of. There's eyeballs in jars. It is random stuff that would make no sense. No sense to anyone except for Sherlock Holmes. And you can't really pick up anything. You know that there's the Invisible Man there. I think one of the things that you would see, the 6, once again, you're not going to get much, but what you don't see is the contraption that was on the Invisible Man. Sherlock took that. It's not there. Okay.
Am I still standing right over the desk with the Invisible Man on it? Or
Yeah, you
we
guys
left?
all kind of, but you can definitely have been around.
No,
Sure.
I was just gonna say my character's just got his head down. He's kind of mumbling like a prayer for, in general.
Love it.
Yep.
All right.
To himself.
What are you doing?
I don't pick my head up. I just keep mumbling and I tune it out. Be able to focus on my own self.
Hey.
Doesn't even.
My eyes shift up as my hat brim slowly looks up like.
I just wondered what you're doing.
So then I walk over. What are you doing?
Do you two know each other?
Yeah.
We do now.
We just met.
That's all it takes. Now we're friends.
Good buddies.
The devil is afoot in this city.
Yeah, we're going to fuck him up. Do you see the size of this fucking gun? I'm going to shoot that fucking gun.
Not in the house.
Oh, sorry.
Not in the
Miss
house,
H.
dearies.
I'm
You
so
guys are
sorry.
gonna catch a cold.
I'm sorry. We got to get
You're gonna
going.
catch a cold.
We gotta get
Dearies, go before Sherlock comes back.
Put
I don't want him
this
seeing.
away.
I don't want him seeing you mess around with all of his toys. So
Yeah, sorry.
Please, if
We're
you will.
good. We're good.
And she ushers you out. You guys, you make your way down the streets of London. At this point, you got there shortly around midday, maybe a little bit after, and you're heading down. They're still plenty busy, plenty of people kind of giving you wide berth, but you guys are now walking with a purpose. Quickly find your way down to the docks. You get there, and you come to kind of almost an empty dock, which is peculiar because it is the middle of the day. There should be some sort of activity. The London Bridge is right there. It's constantly being worked on and upgraded, so there's some cranes and whatnot around. And ultimately, you guys come to a rather empty dock at this point. As you sit there, though, and kind of look around, and you're like, well, this is where Sherlock told us to be. I'm not sure. Well, one, let me ask this. Do you guys want to do any investigating before? Because something is about to happen. Do you want to do any investigating or whatnot before you do that?
May I do an Arcana check?
Yes, you may. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll Arcana.
23.
Ooh, that is really good.
Oh, and I have advantage on that. But
Go ahead and roll again.
Okay, all right.
Was it a nat?
No. That was a
you
little
do
lower.
better?
Yeah, I was only a 21.
The hairs on the back of your neck start to stand up.
I do like a
you
little
get
twitch.
you get like a little
heebie-jeebies.
you particularly just instinctually something picks up.
My hand immediately goes to like my hip where my pistol is, but I don't grab it yet.
So when you twitch, Jimmy just goes, "Yeah, you feel that?"
With the 23 other things you would get, you see even though it's muddy and the rain is like coming down at this point, you see kind of indentations, and you reach down, you kind of walk a little ways and you reach down and you pull this, like you see that there's kind of blood mixed with some water along the dock here, and you pull like this fur from the ground. As you do that, you hear in the distance, "Ow!" At the same time,
werewolf.
At the same time, you shout werewolf.
Yeah, where is it?
At the same time as you do that, you hear like this like, and there's a smoke coming up from probably like 10 or 15 feet away, a little flash of light, and a submarine comes up from the River Thames right along the dock there. What do you guys do?
Where's the wolf, bud?
The wolf, roll a perception check.
Just me.
Yeah.
15 plus.
Actually, you guys can all, because you all would have heard it. I'm sorry. Roll perception.
Yeah, I want to
15.
roll stuff.
15.
Perception.
Perception.
Ooh, I'm
10.
8.
10, 8.
I got an 18 plus. I don't know. It does. Yeah,
It does matter.
That's right.
18.
Yeah, so Jimmy and Vincent are going to be the ones that kind of pick it up. The werewolf sounded like it was like a block away. Like it was close.
Dude, that shit's close. Vinny, I think we should go check it out. I mean, I know a submarine just popped up, but I do that all the time down here. Trust me, I'm from here.
As you have that conversation, the submarine does begin to like pull into the dock.
Yeah, see, he's pulling to the dock.
And is the puff of smoke and light, did that come from like where the submarine came up from?
Nope.
Where did that come from?
Roll a perception check.
17.
Okay, 17. Yeah, you heard it, and you turn around. You can see not only where it was coming from, you also see like a cloak. Like you turn around in time to see a cloak essentially around a corner.
I'm
The
going
smoke,
after it.
smoke still lingers there. You run
Yeah.
after it. You run after it.
Doc, where you going?
I just chase her.
You chase her.
I'm following her.
Biels, what the fuck? Vinny, what do we do?
I've now pulled out my rifle and pistol.
Yeah,
and
fuck it.
I have dual wielding.
Yep.
So I'm holding my two guns as my dual wielding.
So Jimmy goes, fuck, I should have got a second one too, man. Fuck, I got two hands.
All right. And with that, we are going to roll initiative as everyone
Oh my gosh.
runs everywhere. Here we go. Let's get going.
Oh,
I got a 9.
that's nice. I got a 6.
I got a 1.
Wow.
Come on.
We're
With
bad,
my,
yeah.
With my modifier, a 6.
25 through 20.
I got a 23.
20 through 15. Boy, it's going to be rough.
Yep.
15 through 10.
Oh my god.
Boy, it's going to be real rough.
Six.
10 through 5.
6.
Me,
Thank you.
6.
All right.
6
Six.
6 is
Died.
Okay, 6 is, let's just do rollies. Go and roll a d20 and figure out what we got.
10.
You got a 7.
I got a 10.
All right. We have Dr. B and Splunky have just sprinted off, and they're going to kind of have gone, towards essentially one of these blocks, trying to catch somebody. We've got old Jimmy and Vincent Hart, who are hanging out kind of on the docks. And here we go. You guys are actually a little further down because the whatchamacallit's over there. Oh, that's good stuff right there. That hits hard. You guys are kind of over here. All right. A little bit farther away. Dr. B, as you kind of round the corner, you do catch a cloaked figure running away, but right in front of you, and immediately really catching your eye, is a werewolf.
Okay.
You look behind him, there is a second one. They let out a maddening howl as you round the corner and charge. Vincent, you're up first. What do you do?
So now that I've heard them, do I see them charging?
You actually can't because they're around the corner, so you don't
Okay.
see them, but you can hear them very close to where you see Dr. B at.
Okay. So I'm gonna immediately dash. I'm gonna dash in the direction where I thought I heard the sound.
Okay.
With my guns out,
Yep.
and then let's see if I have any bonus actions.
What's your movement speed? 30?
I'm assuming yes, it is.
You're going to pull up right next to Splunky.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, it is now all the bad guys' turn. These two here are going to run up, and they are immediately going to bite and claw our Dr. B. Both of them, actually. Dr. B, get ready. Hope you had fun the first little bit. Here we go. Does a 15 hit?
Yup.
Okay, we're going to do this in batches here. Takes 6 damage. Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
8.
All right, so you fail. You are cursed, and you feel this almost like venom, this like cold feeling shiver up from wherever you got bit in the shoulder. It starts to like shiver up, and it creeps first kind of down your arm, and then comes right back up and begins to spread throughout.
Okay.
Does an 11 hit?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Takes 7 damage. The second one's gonna go now. 13, man, you're in trouble. Takes 6 more damage.
Uh-oh.
Does an 8 hit?
No.
Okay. Those two have gone. 2 more. You notice, Jimmy, as you watch Vincent sprint away from you. 2 more come out of the alley and start heading towards you.
Shit. Should have had 2 fucking guns.
We're gonna say they have to dash to get to you.
Okay.
But they are gonna essentially run right up on you. All right. Around the
All right.
dot. All right. That is their turn. It is now Splunky. Give me a perception check.
Oh, absolutely. I would do anything for you. Jeez. This poor Splunky. He got a 10. Yep.
A 10 is still good enough at this point. So
Okay.
It's, halves. Still good enough. You do realize that behind you, 2 other werewolves have essentially sprinted out and are heading towards Jimmy.
All right.
do you
So
do?
how many total is that?
Total, there's 2 next to Dr. B right now, and
Yeah.
2 over towards Jimmy.
All right. So I want to move towards the 2 that are near Dr. B.
Okay.
How close together are they?
They're right next to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
I separated them for ease, but yeah.
That's what I want. And I want to try to attack one of them with my great axe.
Go for it.
All right. I rolled a 24 to hit.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, heck yeah. And it is 1d12 plus 4. Man, I never use a d12. This is fun. 9 damage to it. And then what I would like to do, I'm hoping I do this right. I don't play barbarians, so I'm sorry in the chat. If I'm being an idiot, let me know. Or Jeff, let me know. I believe with the great axe, I can also do cleave once per turn. If you hit a creature with a melee attack using a great axe, you can do another melee against a second creature within 5 feet.
Do it.
So I just get to do it again, right?
Yep.
To the other guy. All right, let's see. To hit, I rolled a 23.
Hits.
Yeah. And so I rolled it. Oh my god. I did 1 plus 4, so 5 damage to the other one.
Okay. Excellent.
And that's all.
Do you have
good.
multiple attacks for your character?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless
We'll workshop that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So you have injured the first 2. It is now Dr. B. You're up.
Okay. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at the one that's nearest me. Are they both kind of the same?
They're both right there, yeah.
The one that's like, which one took damage just now?
Both of them have taken damage.
Yeah, I hit 2 different ones.
You
Oh, okay,
actually,
okay.
I'm gonna pause you real quick. If you want to go again, you can go again. You have 2 attacks per action.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
All
Does
right.
not
sick.
include cleave.
Okay. Then I'm gonna hit the one that's more damaged. I want to try and hit that again with my great axe.
Go ahead.
And I rolled a 12 to hit.
That hits.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's cool. And then I rolled 5 damage.
Okay. So
Now
I'm,
that we're thinking. You swipe at them, and you take slash. They slash and slash, and they almost like enjoy it. Like they're like a rabid dog. I mean, they're just
Okay.
crazy
All right.
at this point. Yeah.
okay. So I'm casting Chromatic Orb on the one that was more damaged
Okay.
as well.
Yep.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So it's 3d8, which I am going to do on mine because that's easier. 20 damage.
Ouch.
Wow. All right.
And I think that's all that I'm going to do.
Okay. Do you want to move at all? It would take opportunity attacks, obviously.
No.
But,
Yeah. No.
Okay. All right. It is now. I'm sorry, Vincent. You went already, right?
I went first,
You went
yeah.
first. You ran. Yeah, you dashed. Sorry. It is now Jimmy. You're up. You're staring down 2 werewolves right in front
Oh,
of you.
shit, dude. All right, so Jimmy. Ah, man, you know what?
I don't know,
Six,
Jimmy. What are
I
you
your
gonna?
don't know.
6 classes.
My 6 classes. I'm over here like, what is this, dude?
I
What
don't
is that?
know what to do.
All right. He's going to. How far away is Vincent?
60 feet.
All right. I'm just going to dash to Vincent and be like, dude, what do we
gonna-
fucking do?
You're gonna take 2 opportunity attacks. You ready?
All right, I'll use the disengage then.
Okay.
I'll use disengage
You
and
have
go
disengage?
30.
Sure. Yep.
Right? Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you can use that. You take no.
And then use my movement.
Yep. You're gonna hop on this cart. If that's all right.
Yeah.
You're gonna like hop over this cart. You're gonna look badass doing it.
Yeah.
But yes, you have disengaged. No opportunity attacks taken. But that's your turn. You're
Yeah.
still about 30
So, yeah, I'm just going to run up to.
Okay. After all that talk.
After all that talk. Vince, what the fuck are we doing, dude? I don't have 2 guns. I only have 1.
Jimmy runs away.
Jimmy
Okay.
runs away.
All right.
Point them that way.
Vincent, you're up.
So I'm gonna move 30 feet.
Where to?
I guess towards Vincent. I am Vincent. Towards Jimmy. Towards the werewolves. So 30 feet in a
So-
straight line towards them. If I
So
can.
you're really close to the 2 that.
I thought you said I was 60 feet away.
You were from Jimmy. You're really close to the 2 that Dr. B and Splunky are fighting. Like you're within range of those 2.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna start firing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna take my rifle in one hand and shoot it at one of the werewolves,
Awesome.
and I definitely missed because I got an 11.
That is that hits.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That is their armor class.
Okay. This is a die I've never rolled before. I need a D12.
I know I don't ever use D12s.
I love one shot.
6 plus 9s. 6 plus 3, so 9.
Which one are you doing? There's one that looks like it's pretty hurt.
That's the one I'm. Yeah.
Okay, what was it? I'm sorry.
9.
9 damage. Okay, still alive, but it is like, along with like the foam in his mouth, there's like blood drooling everywhere, and he's like now got a limp. You hit him in the freaking leg, so he's like falls to one knee.
So I get 2 attacks per action. So with my other hand, I take out the pistol and I roll a 13 plus 9.
It's
22,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm gonna shoot the pistol at the other one. So it's like bam, bam.
Awesome.
And then
Cool.
as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Crimson Right.
Okay.
And so I have Right of the Flame, so it's gonna be 1d6 fire damage every time, but I have to take 1d6 necrotic damage for activating it.
So go ahead and take
so
your
I
damage.
take 2 damage, and I'm gonna. How many feet away am I from them?
Real quick, how much damage did you hit the other one for, the second one? With your pistol.
I did not roll that.
Go ahead and roll damage.
It's a D8. Okay.
And then do they take the extra? They take the extra.
No,
damage?
because I did it after I said
Gotcha.
that.
Okay.
That was 1, so 4 damage.
Okay. Real quick, what does activating your Crimson Right look like? How do you do that?
I basically just hold my pistol. I'm doing it with the pistol.
Yep.
So I spin the pistol around and I toss it in the air and I go clap at it.
Love it.
And then it just gets like it just has like a flame shoot out the barrel, like, and then it's just like
awesome.
The barrel kind of changes to like almost like a red glow.
Oh, that's so
out,
cool.
out the like actual like barrel of it.
I think-
so it looks like it's smoldering.
That's so fucking cool, dude. Would mine do that?
I think I'm gonna add when you catch it, it burns your hand. That's where the damage comes.
Okay,
from.
that-
As you
instead of
activate it,
necrotic,
it
that's
burns-
fine.
It burns your
Yeah.
hand. Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing. I mean, it's a dead burn.
Yep.
All right. Awesome. So you hit both of them. You use your bonus action. Any movement or anything like that? You can move without taking any opportunity attack if you'd like to. You're kind
How
of
many
right
feet
here.
am
You're 5 feet away from the werewolves. You're also around 70 feet away from the other 2 that were
I'm
chasing
going
Jimmy.
to
You're
move
30 feet away from Jimmy.
I'm going to move 20 feet back.
Okay. Right about here. Cool. All right. Werewolf's turn. One of them is going to multi-attack Splunky now.
Uh-oh.
Does a 9 hit?
No.
All right, you're good. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Golly. Sorry, Dr. B, here we go. Does a 9 hit?
No.
Horrible rolls. Does a 10 hit?
No.
Rough
All
rolls
right.
here. The other 2 are going to chase after Jimmy, and they are going to hit you. Here we go.
They could fucking try, dude.
One of them jumps on this thing right behind you. He's actually not going to. He's not going to attack you. He's actually going to try and jump and land and grapple you.
Okay.
So if you can give me either an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Yeah. Let me see here.
You rolled an 18.
Acrobatics or athletics? Rolls a 7?
So this thing lands on you, and it like as you're running away, essentially, it pins you down face first, and it puts its claw like right on the base of your neck, so you can't move. The other werewolf is now going to come and bite and swipe with advantage at you because you're lying prone.
Okay.
And in trouble. 12. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Oh my gosh, with advantage.
Wow.
So he goes to bite you, and he's just so over eager, like he hits one side of your face, one side to the other one, and give me a perception check.
Okay, 18 plus 0, 18.
Okay. You see as it goes to like bite, like you like glance over, and you can see right behind its ears is what looks to be like a similar contraption that was put on the base of the Invisible Man's neck.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Well, Holmes was waving it around.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
so he
that
told
was,
you about it.
That
yeah.
was not invisible.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yes. Once he pulled it off, it was
It
there.
was there.
22. Does 22 hit?
Yeah.
Finally. Good grief. If you would take 7 damage.
Okay.
That's their turn. It is now Splunky. You're up. Followed by Dr. B.
I'm up again?
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, I am going to try. So there's still 2 near me, right?
There's 2 near. Yep, 2 near you.
All right, the one that looks more hurt, I want to try and attack that with my big old great
Go
axe.
for it.
Oh yeah, rolled a 26.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So gonna hit, obviously. All right, let's see. Oh my god, 6 damage.
Okay. Still,
get that
he's
reference.
still up.
Yeah, and then I want to do the cleave again. So I want to swipe at the other one. So it's like whoosh to one side,
Okay.
whoosh to the other side.
Are you're hitting the other person, right? Yep. The other one.
Yep, have to with a cleave. Yeah,
Gotcha.
and that is a 22.
Hits.
All right, and that's for 11 damage. I want to use my second attack on the first one again. So it's like snip, snap,
Snip,
snip.
snap,
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Do you have any idea the tolls 3 vasectomy steak on a man?
That's right. And I rolled a 23 on that to hit.
That hits.
Man, I'm so good at this for 15
Let's
damage.
go. That was the
Wow.
extra attack. And what you were doing the first one, you were back to the first one. Is that
Yeah,
what it was?
yeah.
Okay. As you do that, he was already kind of on one knee with your great axe. You, bam, his kappa is detated. You
Yes.
decapitate him, and the werewolf, as the head kind of rolls, the whole body like loses its hair and begins to transform back into a man. And this like hollow face of a crazed-eyed man rolls away from you. Excellent. Any movement or anything like that?
I'm gonna try and get in front of Mrs. B, like between
Doctor.
Doctor. My God, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
I know.
Because I'm a
Dr.
woman,
B.
isn't it?
Excellent.
I just haven't seen your credentials yet, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, I'm gonna try and like.
What's your alma mater?
Where you from? Yeah. So you can kind of wedge your way in there.
Yeah.
You have half cover now.
Nice.
Unless the thing moves. All he's got to do is like rotate just a little bit and get
Yep.
you. But
I'm pretty small.
we,
Yeah.
I was
you're
gonna say,
towering
can I
over.
just, like-
Yeah, I know. I get in front, but I'm like 4 feet, so it's just looking over me at it.
Dr. B, is your turn.
Yeah. So since what's your name? Splunky.
Splunky.
Since Splunky is
My name is
There's a tap on your shoulder.
Yeah. Since Splunky is just like half my height, I am gonna just reach over him and do shocking grasp on the werewolf in front of me.
Awesome.
So I think I do have to do an attack for that. 17.
Hits.
Okay. Okay. So that's 2d8, 9 damage,
Okay.
and I think that's it. I don't want to move.
Don't want to move?
Nope.
All right, you're staying put. Jimmy, you're up.
All right. So Jimmy's gonna look at Splunky and go.
You're pinned down still, by
Right.
the way. Yep.
He's gonna say, "That was sick." What's this? And he casts Thunder Wave at the 2 werewolves on top of him, practically.
Awesome.
So both of the werewolves need to make a Constitution save to beat 13.
The first one is going to pass unless he has a negative modifier. He doesn't have a +2. So the first one rolls 15. The second one rolls a 12.
Okay. So one is gonna get pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
And the other is gonna take half.
We'll say
damage.
the one on your back
The one on top of me,
is
not
gonna
chest.
like,
Okay.
burst
So-
back 10 feet away from you.
So 2d8 worth of damage. For 5.
For both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, one
One of them
saves.
takes half
One
damage?
takes half. One
Okay.
takes 2 damage.
All
or whatever.
right. Yep. And the other one takes 5. The one that got thrown back took more damage. Excellent. You are now free. You can use your movement to stand up.
So if I move away from it, is there an opportunity attack?
Only one of them will get an opportunity attack. You can stand. I would say half your movement is standing up. Though.
Okay. All right.
So you do.
I'm just gonna
lose the pro.
stand up and just let's fucking go.
And we're in it. Vincent, you're up.
So I'm going to start walking towards Jimmy.
Okay.
And I'm just going to start firing, but both are going to be with the pistol.
Okay.
So, because it has the rite of flame.
You're. Gotcha. Go ahead. What? You can use your Crimson Right can be for both of them. That's fine.
Can it?
Yeah, sure.
No, well,
What the fuck ever.
Okay, well, I rolled a 6 plus 9, so 14.
Yeah, that's gonna
15.
hit. Yeah.
All right, so that's 1d. I'm going to use the rifle then, because you said I could.
Yeah.
Rolled a 12. So that's
Okay,
15
12 plus-
plus 1, so 13.
And you're shooting at the one directly behind him, or the one that got pushed away.
Oh, the one directly behind him.
Okay. 13. Go ahead. Yep.
And doing the same thing. But I'll use the pistol this time. I like to use one in each.
Love it.
So 14.
Hits.
That's a d8.
Also, I feel like your character is just so badass at this point. Like you've ran one way, put a couple shots, and then you realize that you just turn around and you're just like walking. Boom, boom,
Pretty much.
boom.
And that's going to be 8 plus 3, 11 plus the 5 fire. So,
16.
yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Same one in the
Damn.
back. So it's like boom, boom.
Bloodied. So this thing is actually going to get knocked. It's like almost on the cart. It's going to get knocked kind of back into the cart as like you're like boom, boom, right? And where you've hit it, the like flames, like you can see the fur like almost burn away.
can smell it.
from the hole. You smell like burning hair. Yeah,
Oh.
100%. Absolutely.
Jimmy is watching Mouth Agape again. Like this is so fucking cool. It's oh my god.
The one you knocked back has eyes for you only though. Like you knocked him back.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck? So he's Both these guys once again crazy eyes, like insane. It is now their turn. We are going to start with the one. It's going to let out a maddening howl at Splunky, and it's going to try and go for Splunky here. Does a 15
Yeah.
take 6 damage? Roll a con
that's
save
sad.
for me.
Crit fail on the
Okay.
con save.
You feel the same cold wave rush. Same thing, you get bit right here. That's where they like to bite.
Ooh.
And it rushes down your arm, back, and then courses through your body as the realization hits that you were just bit by a werewolf, and you
Okay.
are now infected with lycanthropy.
Okay.
So 22 hit.
Yes.
Takes 7 more damage for you.
Yes.
Okay. That is his turn. The other two are going to rush back at Jimmy. They're going to make regular rolls here. The 17
Yep.
takes 7 damage. Make a con save.
2.
Same feeling.
Nice.
Cold fire. 17
Hits.
takes 6 more damage.
6 or 7.
Takes 6 damage. It takes 7 from the first one, 6 from this one.
Okay.
25.
Yeah,
Take,
that hits.
takes 7 damage.
Okay.
Does an 8 hit. So 19,
8 misses.
19 total damage for you.
All right.
All right, they're both back on Jimmy. It is now Flunky's turn, followed by Dr. B.
Mr. Splunky himself.
All of them are looking pretty rough, except for the one that got knocked back. That one's only been hit by the knockback.
All right, so sorry, run it by me. Is there one close to me
There's
still?
one close to you, and he's very hurt.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm going to just swipe at him with my big old axe.
Go for it.
Actually, no. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to swipe at him with my 2 smaller axes.
Let's go.
So I have 2 hand axes, too.
Did you drop the one after chopping this thing's head off and whip your...
But they're the same, right? They just look smaller.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, like, I throw the giant one to the ground, and then I'm like, ching, and I got 2 small ones that are just smaller replicas.
Jimmy goes,
yeah.
"What the fuck? I gotta get 2 fucking guns."
Poor Jimmy is just trying to be everyone. All right, I got a crit fail on the first attack. So that's embarrassing. So
You
I try-
immediately whip that thing out and you drop it. Like I
Yeah,
said, Jimmy distracts you. You hear what the fuck, and you're going to like boom, and you just whoosh it. You let go, and it's like a little like 5 feet behind you.
So I look at my empty hand. Then I look at my other one with the axe, and I'm gonna try and attack him with that one. Oh my I got an 11.
It hits.
It does.
Yeah.
All right, cool. 1d6 plus 4. Rolled a 6, so that's 10 damage.
10 damage. Still alive, but definitely a little bit worse for the wear.
Okay.
Maul still kind of chopping at you there.
Ooh.
Dr. B,
Yeah, all right.
there's a half-dead werewolf literally right in front of you.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to touch it again. This time we're going to do chill touch.
Got it. Is that a saving throw on my part or is it an attack?
No, it's an attack.
Got it.
22 again.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so 2.
Bad dog.
Once again, that's
Only
the second.
4 damage.
It's still alive.
Oh my
It's
god.
still there, but just barely. But it does get real cold. Starts shivering. Little icicles form up on
Somebody's
it.
turned the air conditioning on?
Yep. Any move you can take a movement if you'd like without doing an opportunity
Without-
attack because Splunky's in between you.
No, I'm saying
You're
I want
okay.
to stay next
You're
to
right-
Spunky.
right there with
I
Splunky.
want to be able to.
We're
touch it.
bonding.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you're up, followed by Vincent.
All right. What? So there's two, or only one werewolf? in
There's
front of me?
two werewolves right next to you. One of them is pretty fucked up.
Okay.
The other one is a-okay.
I'm gonna aim for the one that's pretty fucked up.
Okay.
I'm gonna just. Fuck yeah. He just picks his hand cannon up and he goes, "Play dead," and he just really hopes this works. Does a the hell? How do I play this game? I roll a 17 plus.
Oh yeah.
Dex
You're good.
20.
You're good.
So what is the D?
Is it a pistol?
Yeah, you gave me a pistol.
Let's see. I gave that man a pistol. Why would I give that man a
Chris, what do you roll for your pistols? 2d6.
Mine's a D8.
D8
D8.
plus your dex?
Dex mod.
Yeah.
Plus your dex. mod.
1 plus 3 is 4.
See, I'm learning this game. I was like, I'm using pistols. Let's not make a strength-based
All right,
character.
There you go.
It's
Smart.
It takes damage, but it kind of like you hit it, and like the thing just had giant holes put in them from Vincent, and
Yeah.
like they're like slowly burning, and your hole lands like right next to him, and it's just much smaller.
Yeah, it's a
just
much smaller
It's
hole.
just like this
Yeah.
tiny hole right there. Yeah.
This fucking sucks. Dude. She gave me a city card.
And the gun is like this loud giant thing. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
Big gun, tiny bullet.
Tiny bullet.
anything else you want to do?
Am I going to take an opportunity attack?
You'll take 2 opportunity
All right,
attacks.
I'm going to stand my ground.
Okay. All right, Vincent, you're up.
How far am I away from the werewolf that I had been shooting at?
10 feet.
I'm going to walk up to it, and I'm going to attempt to stab it with my rapier.
Love it. Go ahead.
15.
Hits.
4 damage.
Okay. It's still there. That one, which one are you going for? The one that
The one that had the bolt I had shot at
the one
before.
that you
yeah.
shot at?
Yeah.
One still there, but definitely very hurt.
So I stab it, and then I'm going to point the pistol and shoot at it from basically point
Blank range?
from behind.
All right, go ahead.
13.
Hits, yeah.
All right, so that's 1d8 plus 3, which is 5, plus the 6 fire from my thing, 6. So 11 damage.
So 11 total damage. Still there.
And
but
that-
as you do, it gets knocked back 5 feet, and it like falls to its knee. It's gonna keep trying to claw back, but it's done. It's hurting very bad.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to drink a mutagen,
Tasty.
and I'm going to drink the shielded one. So I have slashing damage resistance, but I'm vulnerable to bludgeoning.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
That works because it is now.
Can I have some?
It is now the one that has been harassing Jimmy is going to turn and it's going to start attacking you. So, does a 13 hit?
No.
Does a 16 hit?
Ties.
So 16 does. I play it where tie.
it beats.
Yeah, if it meets, it beats. So it's going to hit you.
Okay.
Take 7 damage. You have resistance, so take 3 damage for me. Yep.
What a time.
What a baller move. The other one is still going to attack Jimmy. He's going to claw his way back, essentially. Does
Go
a 9 hit?
No.
He can attack Jimmy all he wants.
Yeah. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
Take 7 damage for me. All right. That is... I'm sorry. And the last one is going to
Jimmy,
attack
try shooting it.
Splunky.
I did, man. The fucking gun sucks. I didn't call shit like
Splunky,
yours.
18.
Yeah.
Take
that-
6 damage. 22.
I mean, if 18 hits, 22
Take
probably
7
hits.
damage.
How much? 6 and
So
7?
13.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know it. Told
We
me
are
you
now
roll
back
on
to
this
Splunky.
half.
You're up.
I'm up. All right. There's still
That's
one
cool.
right in front of me,
One
right?
very, very dead. Yeah. Will
All right.
not take a whole lot.
I put the little axe away. I grab the big axe again, and I'm gonna try and chop the thing's head off with that.
Let's do it.
Yep. Let's see if I can make this happen. Jeez. I rolled a 10.
A 10 does not hit.
I'm doing my second attack on it, and I rolled 17.
Hits, that hits.
And that hits. All right.
You swipe down
Yep.
and miss,
I
and
do
you just bring it right back up.
Just go for it again.
Yeah, I like picture like
6
hitting him
damage.
like up under the chin with the up. Oh,
that
that's so cool.
is you
Yeah.
chop its head off again.
Awesome. Yeah.
No,
So as I'm swiping upwards, it's almost like an uppercut with an axe. It's just
Love it.
yeah, and it just blows this thing apart.
Like the play, Blood.
And
blood. Yes.
You now can move freely without taking opportunity attacks. So if you'd like to move or do bonus actions, now is
Yeah, I do. I want to move towards the
Heading back towards your
towards
friends?
my friends over
Yep.
there, right, and try to get to Jimmy. I'm coming,
You're
Jimmy.
not gonna make it quite. You're gonna get essentially
yeah.
right behind him. But yep.
Towards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dr. B, you see two vampires. One almost dead. One relatively full health almost. The one that's full health is attacking Vincent. The other one is half dead, kind of crawling towards Jimmy and slashing at him with his claws.
Yeah. I'll do the same thing. I'll follow.
Okay.
And then how close am I to the people now?
15 feet away.
To the, like, creatures?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, in that case, I'll do another orb, I think.
Okay.
Seems to be the move.
Which one? The one that is half, like, pretty much dead, or the one that is up and kicking?
I'll do the one that's up and kicking.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that's an attack. 13. Does 13 hit?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
get 'em.
3d8s again. 15 damage.
Okay. Hurt, but definitely it's still, pretty rambunctious. Its jaw chomping away.
That was good.
All right, Jimmy, you're up. Followed by Vincent. One that's like right by is like crawling, literally biting at your heels and.
Okay. So I'm going to use a sneak attack. If you have advantage, you don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet
Yep,
of it.
and Vincent's right there. Yep.
So Vincent's right
You're good.
there. So I'm gonna try and hit it with my pistol. The one so there's the one crawling that's super dead, and then there's another one.
Yep.
All right. The one that's not super dead.
That's what you're going for?
That's what I'm going
All right,
for.
so that one is kind of like to your right, and you're like, the one that's chomping is like right there, and you're just going to turn and try and pop the one.
Yeah.
Because it's right in front of Vincent, too.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna watch this shit.
he's point blank range.
Yeah, point blank range. Watch. Ooh, an 14.
That is.
All right, so that hits. So 1d8. 4 plus dex, right, is 7. 7 damage, and then my d6 for my sneak attack. 1. So 8 damage.
Okay, so you hit it, and it's a decent sized hole. I mean, it looks
it's a little
much
cooler.
more respectable. The thing kind of takes it and shrugs, and it's looking a little bloodied at this point.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And that's the end of my turn. I'll stay right there.
Okay, the one that is at your heels is going to attack you.
Okay,
8 and 11.
11 misses.
All right, you're good. The other one is going to attack Vincent. Vincent, 11, 15. You're good. It is now. I'm sorry, Vincent. It was your turn. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
I apologize. Go ahead. We'll take all those misses though.
So I'm gonna, the one that's at his heels, on its hand and knees, are pretty
Almost
much-
dead, yeah.
I'm gonna point my musket right at the back of its head.
Okay.
Can't do math. 15.
You're good. It hits.
It's 1d12. 7 plus 3, so 10.
You pointed at the back of its head, and it just.
Can I pretend it's like, since it's a musket, make it a bolt action?
100%.
Can I say I put in a silver bullet for this one?
100%.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Just for lore.
I would say like you point at this thing, and just like the whole thing kind of just explodes, like just splatter like all over Jimmy's feet. Yeah.
Fuck, man. How the fuck I got it to set?
He's gone.
Okay.
So you've
And
ended
with
that
my
one. There's
second,
still one right in
with
front
my
of you.
second, I'm just gonna point at the one in front of Jimmy with my pistol.
Yeah, this one's in front of you, but go ahead.
Oh, he's still in front. Okay.
This one's in front of you.
D20. It's a 6 again, so plus 9,
Hits.
so 15. Yeah.
Yep.
7 plus the 6 fire, which is 4.
So 11,
11,
damage.
yeah.
All right.
And then hold on. No, I'm not gonna do anything.
On death's doorstep, this one kind of gets knocked back. It's now staring at essentially all four of you lined up. Splunky, you're up.
I'm up. All right. So I walk right up to it, front and center, and I'm gonna do what Splunky does best. I'm gonna take my giant axe, try and chop its head off.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, I got a 22.
Hits.
Yep. All right. And yeah, 16 damage.
And you
So
can
I
go ahead and describe it.
bury this thing into the ground and just over my head with both arms and just and the whole thing, I don't even want to say it cuts it. I want to say it just stomps it into the ground, the whole body.
You gotta wench it out
Yeah.
As we in combat, the werewolves, the bodies around you kind of all transform back, and the blood slowly kind of gets soaked into the mud as the rain kind of soaks, and you guys enter into this kind of moment of calm. You realize at this point, after all the adrenaline kind of fades away, that there is a man with a very black mustache kind of walking up the dock out of the submarine, and he has kind of a really thick accent, which I'm going to butcher, but well, that was interesting. He is kind of motioning behind him, and you see a couple of his members of his crew unpacking the submarine and bringing it up to the docks, and he's looking around. I think we were supposed to drop this off for those chaps. Apparently, we're dropping it off for you now. What do you guys do?
Sup, I'm Jimmy Mackleton. Mackleton.
My name is Splunky.
Yeah, I'm the leader of this.
I don't really know if that's true or not.
Dude, come on.
Oh.
I think I know this character. Sorry.
That's right. Do you think you know him? You can roll a history check.
Can I?
Yeah.
16 plus what? History 2. So
18.
18 advantage.
You-
I have advantage on
Right.
it, and I rolled the 16 again.
There you go. You would recognize him as Captain
Nemo. Yeah, I thought
from
so.
20,000 Leagues
Yeah,
Under the
that's.
Sea.
I was the submarine. I'm
Yep.
that fits the theme. Yeah.
He kind of he disregards. He's I don't care, and I have no clue what accent I'm doing, but I don't care who you are. Thank you. Bonjour.
I think he's French.
I don't
Bonjour.
care who you are.
He was created. by
I
a
want
French
this
guy.
shit off of my boat. And quite frankly, it's all been a little bit. It's all just been one big shit after another, and it looks like I'm not going to get my payment or my other half of the payment, and I'm definitely not going to, stick around. So what have you? Unless you guys have 500 gold, you're prepared to dish out for the goods that I will now take with me.
Yeah,
What are
I
you
got
shipping?
you. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's
I
a
got
little
it.
of this, a
Don't
little
worry
of
about
that. I'll show you. Come over. You everyone should see what they're buying. Come. And he will come over and he'll open some stuff up. You immediately recognize it as stuff you kind of play with in your whatever
Mr.
you got
Mr.
going on.
Splunky? This is
Yes.
this is something Mr.
You
Splunky's
immediately
into?
recognize it
Okay.
as kind of what it is. Everyone else can roll medicine checks for me.
Can't read these numbers.
So my eyes light up a little bit when
It's
I see
essentially
it.
ingredients for what you use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
13.
11.
4.
Okay. No one really has a really good understanding of what it is. My 13 and 11 would understand that these are ingredients for what you're not sure, but almost you, especially being a doctor, an hallucinogen. You probably from trying shit. I have no clue. But but something that would
He's into everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been to it. Dude.
something that would alter either your physiology or your mental state. It's altering substances or stuff that mixed together could cause something like that.
This is some fucking hard shit, man.
There's also mechanical parts and electrical components and very advanced for this time components. And so Captain Nemo will. Yeah, I was contracted to bring it here and drop it off to a group. They were supposed to pay me, a very heavy sum of money that I'm not sure if I mentioned. It was 750 gold, I think.
Yeah. Do you have real quick, man? Do you have anything cooler than this? He's gonna pull him aside. I want some fucking cool shit, you know? Like, do you have, like, another gun?
I have another gun.
Yeah.
Well, that will cost you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
How much?
He'll
I'll give you
look
1,000
back,
gold.
Like, I don't know.
Here's 1,000 gold.
200. I don't want to rob a man. 200
Yeah,
gold.
so 750 for the shit.
Yes.
Right, and 200,000 gold, dude. We're good.
1,000 gold. I'll get you whatever weapon you want.
Yeah. hit me
Remove
with
the shit from my
fucking-
boat.
Yeah, I'll help.
So Splunky is looking over at Dr. B, and we're both like trying to figure out what the hell is going
What the
on.
hell is going on?
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're doing the deal.
I'm
man.
cleaning my guns out, like getting rid of the gun, like the gunpowder and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that.
Where'd you get the
Who are
funding
you?
for this?
Don't worry about it.
Let me see your money.
Okay. So he like shows him all
Oh,
of
yeah.
the money that I have, which is $11 billion
Yeah.
because that's as much as you can put in.
Oh my god.
To be fair, it kind of fits. So Captain Nemo sees that you like hold out this like giant sack of gold. He's like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
And he's like, he's like, "Everybody wheel him out." And he'll go to you and he'll say, "I was told after I made the drop to I was invited to a ball where the benefactor I was supposed to meet, and he'll hand you like an invitation." But I'm quite frankly I'm done because there's a bunch of dead bodies here and I've got other shit to do. I've got to go.
Can Dr. B snatch the invitation out of
the
the hand and read it?
You want to
Yeah, I'm gonna
slide of hand. Slide of hand. Go ahead.
16.
10.
Okay, you snatched it out of his hand.
Snatch it out.
Fuck,
Then
that's
I
fine.
open it. I'm really anxious. What does it say?
It says, please. Essentially, we cordially invite you to join the Duke and Duchess of Bluffington.
Lord and Lady Douchebag.
100%. At their ball for this evening. Yeah, to celebrate the impending vote in Parliament.
The Duke and Duchess of
And
Bluffington.
I would say the vote in Parliament is like put in parentheses, like almost like sarcastically, like to celebrate maybe celebrate some. Come across as sarcastic. Go ahead.
Is it written in a British accent?
Quite right.
Good.
We must go to this ball.
Yeah, let's go.
We must get answers.
So
Party.
while they're doing this, I want to go up to Captain Nemo and be like, "Is there any way I can buy maybe a little information out of you?"
Yeah, I could hook you
I
up.
know
You're
a lot,
not a part of this.
I know a lot about a little, but what information are you wanting?
I'm looking for someone.
Well, unless they're in the sea, I may not be of much help. But who are you looking for?
So I am looking for someone by the name of. Is it a spoiler if I say it? It's from your text. It doesn't matter.
I mean, there are no more spoilers. So
Okay.
whatever you want.
I'm
stuff to
looking.
come out.
I'm looking for the Countess de Winter. And I've rumored that she's in London, but I figured as a man of your travels, you might have heard the name or know of anything.
I have heard of her, but oftentimes it's followed by the man she was seeing was found dead. So I typically will stay away.
Well, I'm not trying to
Stay
mate.
away? Oh, okay.
So
good.
I don't think I'm in
Good.
danger.
Well,
Good.
I am, so.
Okay, well that's your death. So and then I'll give him like 10 gold for that.
Yeah,
answer.
I would proceed with caution, and other than that, that's all I know. I don't the docks and then back to the sea for me. Oh,
So you know the doc.
I just remembered I was French.
even the quietest of seas, the docks voices can be heard.
yes.
So keep an ear out for me,
Between that and the
Captain.
whales.
Real quick before you get going, Debo.
I
I
hope
wanted
I'm
to
right
buy
that I
the
said he was
submarine.
French.
He's giving you like also like you see at your foot like there's like a spear gun, a musket,
Yeah.
like a
I'm gonna
blunderbuss.
take all that
There's
shit.
like
yeah,
there's-
I'm gonna pack all that shit. So, like, real quick, before you get going, Debo, like, how much for the submarine?
Oh, he's gonna smile and like he's like slowly kind of backing away. The submarine is my home. And it's-
I don't want to make you homeless, my man. Thank you. You have a great voyage ahead of you.
Pleasure doing business with you.
It's been a pleasure. Heck, can someone help me put this fucking gun on my back?
All right, and in scene with that, you guys, just for time constraints, we are going to move on to the ball. So Unless you guys want to, I tell you what, let's pause real quick because you can't go to a ball dressed as you currently are.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, you could. So I think at this time, if you would like to shop and buy something, because you have apparently a guy with like infinite amounts of cash,
right.
If you want to buy some nice ball attire and explain
Shopping
in detail,
montage.
yeah, 100%. Boom, boom, boom. So what is everybody going to wear to this ball? It's okay to be like just whatever you're wearing. That's fine. But.
Yeah, essentially like the craziest shit.
Okay.
Just the craziest shit.
Are we talking like colorful, or are we just like all right,
colorful, red,
You're peacocking.
peacocking for sure.
I gotcha. All
I
right.
did something to stuff all his fucking guns onto that.
I love it. Oh, I'm sorry. One last thing. The invitation did say it was a masquerade ball.
Ooh. That's critical.
So really, your mask is also something I'm interested in. So what type of mask you're wearing?
A glass mask, because Jimmy loves the way he looks.
it's
So
just
it's
cl-
just-
totally
It's
glass.
clear. That's kind of badass.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Except you look a little like an NBA basketball player.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the werewolves and skin one of their faces.
You're just Dwight Schrute with hello, Clarice.
Yeah. But I clean it. You
Turns out
know,
it's very
I wash
realistic.
it a little bit. You know what I mean?
But don't they go back to human faces?
Yeah, you're just wearing.
Oh, well, then let's not do that.
100%.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucking badass. Man.
That's a little
How
fuck.
does he keep doing cool shit like that?
Splunky, what are you wearing?
Yeah, so Splunky is trying his best to be regal, but he's not super good at it. So it's kind of like a teenager trying to get ready for like prom without any assistance. So he looks for something nice, but it doesn't fit right.
I would
so,
say nothing kind of fits you correctly.
yeah. So like and so he's got like this, not like a suit, but like more regal attire, right? But like the arms, it's like super tight on like the biceps, but then it's super like loose and like goes over his hands. And he tries to get like this tie thing, but it's like this large, ridiculous bow.
He looks like a badly wrapped gift.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's basically where we're at, and it's all black.
How about a mask?
And then as for a mask, yeah. So he gets a super sparkly mask, and it's like, it's not a butterfly, but it's like, it's very, I don't know. He picks the first one he could find. He's like, I don't know. I've never been to a masquerade before.
All black, everything, and
then like a
mask.
glittery sparkle,
Yeah.
like, like winged
Really?
giant mask.
You look good, man. I like it.
Well, I thank you. I'm
Yeah.
not used to these types of events.
Yeah, no, you're
As I stare at him with this giant mask.
You're getting it. You're getting it.
And you as well.
Thanks, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Money apparently can make you look very nice.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing.
So I'm gonna be basically wearing like a leather jacket with like a collared shirt under it. With the collared shirt's gonna be blood red.
Okay.
But the jacket's gonna be black. I'm gonna have the same style hat but it's gonna have like almost like a pilgrim buckle, so it's a buckled hat.
Love it.
Nice.
And the mask is gonna be one half is metal black and another half metal silver.
Okay.
Very
Nice.
cool. So
Yeah, Dr. B was not going to change at all, but I think one of the group was like told her like it has to be masquerade. So similarly, just went into a shop, picked out the least extravagant mask, saw the one that Splunky picked out, and said, "Give me the opposite of that."
Why? What is wrong with this?
Nothing's wrong with
So
it.
mine's just like a plain black. I also have
there a mask
glasses,
for your
so
beard?
it's really weird.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
A little bit crooked. I
Yeah,
mean, really,
yeah.
the mad scientist vibe like doesn't leave you. It's like accentuated. Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. Can you start up the ballroom tunes? You guys arrive shortly after dinner to the ball at I can't remember what I said. The Dutch and
Bluffington?
Duchess of Bluffington.
Duke
Yeah.
and Duchess.
You walk in and everyone is everyone is gorgeous. Like creme de la creme. Everyone. It's just this super nice place. There's a person there who takes your invitation and like he looks at the four of you. And you know that societal norms are, this guy's supposed to introduce you. He just takes your invitation, and he looks at you guys, and then he just turns and walks away and shakes his head. And kind of,
Backleton?
he doesn't.
M-A-C-K.
Yeah, as you're spelling, he just walks away
Okay.
and leaves you guys kind of in the doorway here of this extremely elegant ballroom. Chandeliers alight with candlelight. People are dancing all the place. It is the who's who of London in this place, or so it would seem. Everyone is wearing masks. There's a lot of blood red and black, and you're kind of fitting in almost.
Oh,
yeah, so
all
you're like you're a little, your vibe is a little bit there.
Vincent nailed it.
Yes, I think at that point realized like. What are you guys doing there? That's like you walk in, you realize like one, we're out of place, and two, like not sure what are we trying to. What are we doing here? So what I'm gonna ask you guys. What's the plan?
I'm just gonna start walking around. Hey,
Okay.
Captain Nemo.
You immediately are like the loudest person.
Yeah.
You're just
Hey,
walking the room.
Excuse me. Sorry, Jimmy Mackleton, MACKLET1. Have you heard of Captain Nemo at all? Looking for someone who knows him. He's a great guy.
You are you get a couple of people who like chat with you and talk, and then like out of nowhere this gorgeous tall drop dead woman walks up to you and hello.
Sup?
What's up with you?
I just got done. I just iced some fucking werewolves
I could
with a shitload of guns.
I could almost smell the adventure on you.
Yeah.
You look practically good enough to eat. I dare say so myself.
Thanks. I dressed myself today.
And I did too. Walk up behind him with my giant bow. And my
This is my guy. This is my guy Splunk.
Oh, a 2-for-1 special. I
yeah.
see.
There's two more if you
How
want
are you, short stuff?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Hey, Vinny, we're making some headway. Dr. B, come here.
What are you guys doing?
I'm trying to ignore him and not go near him.
Vinny.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're walking the room?
Yeah.
Excuse, get out of the way. Vinny! And I'm like,
Hopefully I blend in enough he can't point me out.
I would say give me an investigation check as you kind of walk the room. You guys
not
are
very
speaking
good.
with tall, dark, and beautiful.
I have advantage on investigation.
What are you doing while he's rolling?
Yeah, so I initially was going to start just walking around and seeing if I could catch someone in a conversation to start asking them if they've seen anything strange. Like, I was, like, going in to just, like, investigate and ask. And then that happened, and I kind of, like, annoyingly glance over, but then I see who they're talking to, and I have some suspicions.
Okay.
And so I will walk over to investigate.
Okay. Are you You're just wanting to. What are you looking for with her? I mean, you see this tall.
I think she's a vampire.
Tall, dark. Roll a
Vampire check.
Roll a history check
Vampire
to see
check.
what you know about
Sure.
vampires and what you think. What was yours?
They were both 5 or 4 or something.
Okay, so
18.
18. You with whatever knowledge you have, yes, she is.
Jeez. Spot on.
I think with you particularly and your knowledge of the undead, you understand. It's almost like you have this sixth sense to like hear a heartbeat, and you don't hear one with her.
Or a lack of.
You get nothing. As you're walking around, the hair on the back of your head is tingling. Is the back of your neck rather is tingling still. And I would say that you. Would you roll like a 4? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
The only thing that I would give you is that there's multiple rooms and almost like different. Like you just get a better sense of where you're at and kind of you're in the main ballroom. There's multiple smaller ballrooms essentially, like in places that big, and other like smaller, more private parties going on in certain places.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
can I do something?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm looking at them, and then
She's like licking her lips at you.
So all of a sudden I don't feel very well, and I look I look down at my hands.
I have
and-
that effect on people.
and
sometimes.
I'm starting to shake, and I say, "Could you please excuse me for a moment?"
Oh, leaving so soon.
I'll
not.
Good.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm sticking around.
I'll be right
He
back.
does
We'll
this.
come find you when we're done.
And I take like I want to take like 10 steps away from them, and then I turn around, and you can just see me kind of like put something in my hand and
Splunking. I'm gonna.
okay.
Are you getting the
okay?
party
And then I
started
come
without
back, and then I come back to them. I'm so sorry.
Can I get some?
Oh, did you just see that?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not one to judge, but I want some.
Oh,
Yeah, if you're done.
Can I have walked up at this point?
Sure.
Since I clocked that this is a vampire?
Yep.
I'm just going to say, excuse me, we've got something to do. We must be going. Boys.
We've all got something to do, but
Yeah, we got something to do.
we can always make time for. She was like about to say like dinner. We can always save some time for each other.
Boys, I require your help. Please come help me.
Yes,
All right.
I'm uncomfortable.
I'm
I
sorry.
will follow you.
Babe, what was your name?
Oh, my name is the Duchess. I'm Duchess Buffington.
Duchess.
My name is the Duchess.
The Duchess.
We'll be right back.
I will be here waiting.
All right, cool. What's up, Doc?
I'm sorry. Did you say you're the Duchess?
Yeah, she just
Yes.
said that.
Sorry, did you not hear me?
No, I just heard you. That's why I asked to clarify.
What if you heard? Why do you need to
Obviously, I
clarify?
heard.
Then I don't like repeating myself.
Can you tell me, how do you know Captain Nemo?
I can. I'm not sure if I want to. What's in it for me?
What do you want?
How about a private, a little private meeting? This is not the place for business anyway.
Yeah.
With me?
Well, with you and your friends here.
Yeah.
And she'll walk over and like put her hand around Jimmy.
No. Dr. B is, no, she's not having it.
Well, we don't need her to have a good time.
No.
We stick together with this group. Isn't that right, Vince?
I'm not even near you guys. I'm like,
Isn't that right?
I'm at the first private room. I'm at that first private room.
People stop. People are like,
So as he's yelling that first private room that you mentioned, as I try to go into it to get away from them, just to kind of almost like investigate that private room.
Good.
all right, you walk into that room. You see a woman dancing alone. You know this one. You have a picture of her. It's Countess de Winter.
No way.
At the same time, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
You're going to turn into a werewolf?
Ooh, I rolled a 4.
All right, she's dancing alone. You walk into this room, and you immediately start to dance alone as well around the room. And we'll come back to you as you do that. You hear poof, and a little flash of smoke comes from the crowd behind you, and you realize that someone else has just done whatever they did at the docks. And you, like, as you turn to dance, you see a black cloak kind of fade into the crowd and go away.
Did I see the puff of smoke? Or hear? the puff?
Roll a perception check.
20. Dirty
You
20.
100% saw it. I think that because of what you were doing and who you're concentrated on at this point, you heard that sound. With a 20, I think you would recognize it. It is someone taking, the old-timey photographs where they hold it. Poof. It is someone taking your photographs every now and then, essentially. You recognize what it is. You turn around to see the smoke kind of lingering over the air. You don't see any black cloak or anything because of the timing of it all.
And we're with her too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would see the smoke and
Yeah,
everything.
okay.
You would see the smoke. I'm not sure if you recognize what it is because that roll was good. That's how she's put 2 and 2 together.
Yep.
essentially.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. You're dancing. What are you guys? She's trying to get you guys away from the Countess.
Yeah.
All right. Countess, Duchess, baby girl, we are going to be right back. I have to respect the doc. She's smart. We're going to be right back. Don't go anywhere, sunshine. What's up? What's up? And then he walks away. What's up?
The Countess, she immediately has kind of a couple of other people kind of around her and swarm her. My 3 here, well, as you're doing this, you go ahead and talk to them real quick, and then we'll cut back.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm going to tell them as we're walking away, boys, I need your help. I've lost something in the city, someone, and I need to know if anybody's seen anything strange wandering about.
I've seen strange things, but I don't know what you're referring to.
No, I need your help asking everybody at this ball what
Ev-
they've seen. As many people as you can.
Everybody, and you
All
can
right,
see my sparkle
You
mask.
can see why I need your help.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I've lost someone very dear to me,
All right. So,
and I'm afraid he might be in trouble.
all right. What do they look like? What's their name?
Well,
Thank you, listeners, for tuning in to another episode of Almost D&D. The theme song we use is The Red Dragon's Inn by Derek and Brandon Victor. All background ambiences and in-game music is provided by Michael Gelfi Studios. You can listen to us anywhere you can find a podcast. For our website, email, and social media, check out our Linktree link in the episode description. This podcast is directly supported by our patrons, such as Ruth. Thank you so much, Ruth. Without your support, this podcast would not be possible. If you want to support us, our Almost a Hero tier starts at just $1 a month. That's where you get access to Post D&D, where the cast discusses what just happened in the latest episode. Want to influence our campaign directly? Our Almost a Master tier starts at just $5 a month. Most of the time, I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Devin Allard. Rotating clockwise around this large and egregiously-sized table, we have...
I'm Rob as Zorob. I don't remember Rob Zor anymore.
Chris is Krugel. I'm a werewolf now, possibly.
I'm Jeff as Rathos, and this is all my fault.
We will see you all next time.